Hey guys, good morning. It's Jim Taylor here. I'm at our Cedar Creek property. Tomorrow is showtime. We're actually going to pour concrete here. Teresa, my wife, and I, for the past 2 months, have been working on getting the forms and footings done for the cabin. This is a 36 by 24 foot cabin. It's got a prow front, meaning it's got a little point to it where the windows will kind of overlook this creek that we're on. But because of the rain, every time we think we get a break, we about get this thing dried up. These trenches will fill up with water, and then we got to wait. We got to pump the stuff out, and then it puts sediment in here, and I can't have sediment. This thing needs to be rock solid, and we've got to have it dry. We've got to have it so that this thing does not move over time. So anyway, tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we've got a cement truck coming. It's going to back up over here. It's going to fill up these trenches. But it will not be able to reach these over here. So in order to take care of that, I had rented a pump truck, but the pump truck is canceled. They've got equipment problems. They can't be here. So the backup plan is to use the skid steer. The skid steer is going to take that cement 3/4 of a yard at a time, and I've made him a little road. I've tried to not eliminate any more trees than I had to, and he's going to come around. I've got actually a makeshift bridge here built out of timbers, 4x7 timbers. It'll hold it, and he'll actually fill up this trench in the middle first, and then after it's filled up, we'll back him off of this, and we'll remove the timbers here, and he'll fill up these trenches here. And we'll have to do it bucket by bucket, and with the footings call for about 7.5 yards, so it's 3/4 yards, so it'll take 7, 8, 9 trips in order to get this thing done. But anyway, I'll show you a little bit about the forms and let you see what we've done to reinforce this thing here. Now the uprights that I'm showing you here they're just set in here. They're positioned exactly where we want the blocks to be. So when I build this wall, these cinder block walls, these will go up through the holes in the cinder block, and they're positioned so that I miss the web inside those cinder blocks. So they had to be positioned exactly where they're supposed to be. Now they're laying around and flopping right now, but you'll see they are positioned. There's a hole drilled through this spreader board that determines where these things are going to go. So I had to do that on every elevation. There's 3 elevations to this cabin. There's a high, medium, and then there's the low where we are. And because we're on a grade, it's about a 4-foot grade. You probably can't tell it from the camera, but that's where we are. And this thing is laser leveled. I've got batter boards set up to determine each corner. And when you have a prow front, it really complicates things. So now instead of having a batter board in every corner, I've got to have batter boards to determine the prow front. The point here, this point has to be determined. So it kind of complicates things, but I think the beauty of that, not just being a square or rectangular cabin, makes a lot of difference. And it's taken us a while, but part of what we're doing here, it's about the journey. We're not trying to get done. We don't need a place to, it's not like I'm living under a bridge yet trying to get something done here, but we're trying to enjoy it, and we're trying to do it debt-free. And so we're trying to do a lot of it ourselves, and we're just enjoying it. We're out here in the middle of the national forest. There's 40 acres here. And I'm surrounded on 3 sides by national forest. In fact, when you leave my south end of the property here, you'll go 6 miles before you cross any public road other than Forest Service Timber Access Road. And on the north side, the forest side, I'm bordered by game and fish property. So I am totally surrounded by public lands here. So it's like I got 150,000 acres that I can hunt in. So we're really excited about it. And the thing that's really going to cap this off is once we get this thing built, man. So it's probably going to be a 2-year project. I suspect it's not going to happen fast because we're going to try to do a lot of it ourselves. And but we're going to enjoy it while we're doing it. So anyway, I'll try to keep you posted. Trying to build and video and film and post is sometimes a challenge. You don't think you ever have enough time. You're always thinking you're too busy. But I think, again, it goes back to, we're not in a hurry. So we're going to share as much of it as I can with you. So anyway, so that's where we are. Thanks, guys.